Hi everyone, this is your reading for Saturday the 20th of January. Let's have a look at what the cards want you to be aware of today. And I'm using the Classic Tarot. I'm going to choose 3 cards here to give you an insight into the day's energy and what you'll be working with. So we have the 4 of Swords, the 2 of Wands, and Strength. Okay, so the 4 of Swords is about resting, it's about meditating, it's preparing for what's to come. He's kind of lying there on this marble slab in a church, so it almost is representative of death and not having achieved what it is you're meant to and really not living in the way that you're meant to. The swords represent ideas, but also these are kind of swords of Damocles hanging over him. It's almost like that it seems risky. It seems kind of threatening, looming, and ominous. So coming back to life, imagine him sitting up and looking around. It's not the most welcoming scene with these kind of swords kind of almost piercing you while you were lying there. These ideas are things that he feels he must do. These are the things that have probably been hammered into him since he was 5 years old, and this is what convention tells me he ought to do. What we also do have, though, is this stained glass window of a saint, an angel, and we've got this beautiful landscape there. So really, he has a choice. He can wake up, that's the important thing. So the message for today is wake up and really live your purpose. If you're really busy kind of managing relationship problems, work problems, put those aside for the time being. Get in touch with your true, honest self and say, what is it that I want to do on this day? And then sit up, look around, and you've got certain options. You can connect with nature, you can travel, you can do that if that's what gives you a sense of joy. You can try and resolve the conventional demands that are placed on you. Or you can connect with spirituality and ask the higher power, what is it that you would like me to do? What's my highest good? And I know I always prattle on about this, about getting in touch with your higher power, because you need to listen to your guidance and all of this stuff. And you may be wondering, well, why should I listen to my guidance? I know what I'm doing. I'm pretty certain that things are going well, and your life may be going well. But the reason I always say listen to your guidance is because the universe has much better things in store for you than you could ever imagine. And if you just allow for your guidance to come in and put you in a certain direction, then first of all, you're not doing all the work yourself. And if things go wrong, you don't blame yourself as much, because it's like, well, I listened to my guidance and this is what was meant to happen, so I don't need to beat myself up. That's number one. And second of all, it's much more likely that the outcome is going to be something beyond your wildest dreams that you couldn't even imagine. So I think there's a reason why we've got the swords here, the windows here, and this being at the center and at the highest level, because this is the best option that you can take. So if you listen to that, the next card is the 2 of Wands. And the 2 of Wands is a man who's holding the world in his hand. So he gets to choose where he lives, where he's going to travel to, how he's going to live, depending on his own passions and the connection between passion and reason. So I want to live, for instance, in South Africa. I'm going to look at the practicalities of that. Can I get property there? Can I get all of my belongings over there in a reasonable way? Is it cost effective? Yes, it makes sense on a practical level. Let's go do it. Let's walk through this doorway and let's move to South Africa, for instance. Final card is Strength. And Strength is this gorgeous woman. She's absolutely beautiful. She's got the infinity symbol on top of her head. And the infinity symbol means that you're always going to have to deal with something in life. There are always demands via convention, via society. There are always messages coming in if you listen to them. And there are always new things to explore and new things to discover. And that can often feel upsetting. It can be difficult, especially if you've got this inner voice that says, to hell with all of that. I don't want to do any of it. I want to be free. I want to just run off and live a life of pleasure, and I want to be a hedonist, and I don't want to listen to anyone's rules or what anyone dictates for me, and I just want to just scream and be angry for a little bit and not do what I'm told, or not make decisions, or not conform, or not play ball. I want to destroy things. We all have that button within us that we sometimes want to press and just say, I want to blow this whole thing to smithereens. I'm sick of it. I want something else. And that's self-destructive. I mean, that's the definition of being self-destructive. If you press the, atom bomb button on your own life because you're just fed up and you just want to, rebel just for the sake of it. And on some level, that's the ego trying to derail you and trying to waste your time by then picking up the pieces and forcing you to spend a lot of time doing that. And the strength card really means that, yes, we do all have this inner beast within us, this monster that doesn't want to cooperate with our higher selves, with our greatest good, even with what we want to do. It's just awkward and contrary. But she handles this lion with grace and style, and she's even enjoying it. In fact, what she's doing, she's absorbing the power of that inner rebelliousness, and she's channeling it in a way that gives her energy and beauty. And they're friends. So that sense of passion and power doesn't have to derail you, and you don't have to, destroy your life because you're dissatisfied and you're fed up. What you can do is you can channel it by looking to the future, and you can start to take some action and use the energy particularly to wake up and to snap out of it and to say, okay, everything around me is very busy and everyone's telling me what to do and there's lots of things to be done, but I'm going to think for myself today. I'm going to close my eyes and just listen to that inner roar of power and passion, and I'm going to let that guide me. So yes, we have a balance between passion and reason, but passion especially is very strong today. Swords is reason, so we do have balance. Wands, fire, swords, air. Perfect balance between those two, and the strength card bringing them together so that they actually function. So what you could look at this whole spread of the three cards is actually this, the intersection of passion and reason. And that's what comes together today, and that's why you're able to start something really positive and fresh that's going to lead you places, and that's going to take you a long way. And that's the big gift. Not that you're totally on a rampage just barging through your life, and also not that you're thinking in a very conventional and very small way, limiting yourself and putting your own light under a bushel and underestimating yourself. It all comes together. You see yourself properly, you step into your own power, and you can move ahead with your life. 4 and 2 is 6, and 8 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5, and 5 is about freedom. So use this balance to free yourself in your life and to do what you want, and not what other people or the establishment or your environment wants you to do. You decide your life, no one else does. It's your life. You get to say what you're going to do with it. And you can trust your own decision-making process today because you're not self-destructive. It's common sense and passion combined to build something genuinely useful and positive. So I hope you have a great day. If you'd like a private reading with me, then please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the Readings tab to order your reading. In my readings, I use astrology, the tarot, and numerology. The astrology chart I draw up by taking your place of birth, date of birth, and time of birth. That gives me a blueprint of your soul, which shows me what your life purpose is, what your vocational aptitudes are, and I can use the astrology, predictive astrology particularly, and the tarot to look at what's coming up in future, in your love life, in your career, in your finances, your family relationships, your health, and your spiritual progress, and I can answer any questions you may have. So if you're interested in that, then please visit the website. Remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.